Hello everybody, and today we're going to take a look at a fantastic new feature inside your NewZapp account called QR Code Campaigner. This is a brand new feature inside NewZapp that's going to allow you to make sure your communications and your campaigns are reaching absolutely everybody inside your organization, not just those ones that you have email addresses for. So, how does it work? Today we're going to look at generating your first QR code, and then we're going to look at putting that QR code in your employee areas. It might be a reception foyer, canteen or a break room, anything like that. Then we're going to go back and do some traditional stuff. We're going to create a campaign inside NewZapp. We're going to link that to a QR code, and then we're going to see how NewZapp responds to those QR codes being scanned, and then all of that valuable data that you can collect. So let's get ourselves into NewZapp. When we first log in, we're going to go to our create and send screen, and we can see we've got a brand new choice here. Next to emails and landing pages, we've got QR codes. So let's give that a click. And it's on this screen here. You'll see a list of all the QR codes you've generated for your organization. I've already got one here already. I've got a QR code operating in a main reception area. It's got 5 opens and 4 clicks currently, and that poster looks like that. But I'm going to generate a brand new QR code first, and I'm going to call it break room, and it's in head office. Create. So now I've generated a brand new QR code, and what I need to do is click on here. To get my code, I can download it as a PNG or I can download it as an SVG. Personally, I prefer SVGs because you can stretch them and make them a lot larger for bigger posters or higher quality prints. Maybe you're putting it in a brochure, but PNG is also great there for if it's on display screens, screensavers, that sort of thing. So now inside my account, I've got 2 QR codes. I've got my main reception area one, and I've got my break room one. This one doesn't have any content, so let's sort that out now. Click on my emails, I've got my campaign here, and then we go through our traditional sort of sending wizard. So there's my subject line from the comms team, etc. Click on next. Don't need to proof. I'm not going to send this to my entire database because it's just a demo, so I'm going to quickly send myself a copy. So, scheduling, immediate, or a date and time in the future. I'm going to leave it as immediate. Now, we've got a new step. Step 6 out of 7 now is where I can say, okay, do I want to assign this to a QR code? I can skip this step if I want to, but I actually want to make sure that this campaign goes on my break room poster. So I'm going to click on that. I get an opportunity to schedule it here, which I'll go back to in a minute once we've sent this campaign. I'm going to click on next. So I've got all my traditional stuff, my froms, my tos, my subject lines, but I've now got a new bit here which is telling me that this campaign will go on the break room QR code from this very moment indefinitely, or until I change it. I'm all happy with that, so I'm going to click send. And that campaign is on its way, as is all of the other campaigns you send out of NewZapp. Now let's go back to our QR code section. We can see the break room now has a campaign assigned to it. It's got no opens and it's got no clicks. This one, main reception area in the head office, has 5 opens and 4 clicks like we saw earlier. And this one here is on this poster. So if I take out my phone, open up the camera, give it a scan. So there's my email. Having a look at that. Let's have a click on a few of the buttons. All good. Now when we go back to NewZapp, we'll see this has gone up from 5 and 3 to 6 and 4. So it's all in real time. That's my main reception area campaign having its effect straight away on my reports inside here. Does the break one work? If I click on that and go back to download QR code, again, grab my phone, give it a scan, give it a click, find out more. I can close that now and go back. We'll see it's recorded my action. 1 open, 1 click. just off my screen there. So it's all taking in that valuable data. Now, let's say these emails on these QR codes a little bit out of date now. They might have events that are specific to a certain date and time in the future, but they've now passed. So you're looking to create a new campaign for this QR code. You don't want to go to the trouble of having to generate a brand new poster, generate a QR code. You don't have to do that. You can come into NewZapp and click on these 3 dots and make this break room QR code completely different. So I can select any one of my other campaigns that I have sent from NewZapp, or I can select any of the landing pages I've created inside NewZapp. So I might say the employee safety landing page. And this is where we get a choice, like I said earlier, to schedule dates and times for our different campaigns. So I may want this particular landing page to be on this QR code from now till the end of the month. And then at the start of next month, I want it to be a completely different landing page on this QR code. So the content behind the QR code is always changing, always fresh, always nice and up to date. So I can say, I want this to be from today until the end of the month. And I click save. And that's all done there now. So now I can see that I've got this running here, and it's running from this date to this date. And how that looks is on our main reception area QR code as well. So this has changed a couple of times, but at the moment it's running this one for 6 and 5, but it has been a landing page in the past. It's also been this email in the past. So everything is kept up to date and really fresh inside your account. And that is the whistle-stop tour of our brand new QR code campaigner feature. If you've got any questions or queries at all, please do reach out to your account manager or drop us an email over at support@newzapp.com, and we'll be happy to jump on a Teams call and get you all set up with your first QR code campaign.